contestants is the one that actually created the randomizer.
Yes, if anything is wrong in this randomizer, as in it's not randomized enough, you can yell at him on this race tonight. So you can get those Freds out all you want tonight. He won't hear you tonight. So anyway, we are underway, and we are starting in the Ice Castle. Wow, that's a very interesting starting stage.
And it looks like they're going to have to go through the castle. So for those who don't know, this is the second tourney flag set, correct?
I actually got to the channel late, and I'm actually not sure which one it is. Maybe someone can confirm that for us.
Wait, yes. Never mind. It actually is because the fort's in the first spot.
Yeah, that's right. It would have to be. So that is confirmed. And Justin finds a leaf in that, and that box, it does not wait for it. Looks like Fred is already over to Boom Boom. And he's already done Boom Boom. The flying Boom Boom was taken out quickly. Justin is already running to catch up, and he's going to get his own orb here. And we're not going to do the dramatic thing that we do in Super Mario World with that either. And Justin is checking the pipe again, now that he's on the fort. And he finds the Ham Brother on the other side. Fred is doing one in water as a small Mario, which with Sledge Brothers can be very dangerous.
Oh, very. But he managed just to handle it.
And he triggered the chest in the spot where he had to swim to it. He didn't wait long enough on top of the blocks for it to spawn on the left. That cost a moment there of time. We have Kribo shoes.
Justin finding a good star, and it looks like he's choosing not to go for the item at the end of this level.
No, it's still early in the race, so no point swagging it out yet. So that was Vanilla 1-3. We're now on another Hammer Brother. Oh, more Sledge Brothers. And that one jumped just in time, but got hit on the way down. That was on an ice stage as well. Very interesting ice stage there. No power-ups, no one-ups. Oh, we found the way to the castle. Fred is there.
And no lock block, so.
And that is the level 2 airship. You may notice we have the auto-scroll turned off. Pretty much almost every stage has the auto-scroll turned off except for 2. One of which is a beta stage. The other which is a stage that doesn't work well unless auto-scroll is left on. Otherwise, you might not be able to finish it.
Correct.
And how nice is Wendy going to be today? 1 bop, 2 bop, 3 bop, 4 bop. Oh, it's a 5 bop Wendy.
Oof. And Fred's having a little bit of trouble dodging those lifesavers.
Yeah, Fred has to dodge the candy.
But he gets through it.
And Justin Man takes the lead on that Wendy battle. Very clean Wendy battle from Justin there. And the message today, nobody's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, King. And it looks like we're now on Vanilla World 1 as World 2 today. So, at least we didn't start with it, or that wouldn't be very randomized. And we're on Vanilla Stage 5-6 here. Bear Beetle Highway.
Justin managing to clear through pretty easily. Ooh, and Fred takes an unfortunate death.
Ooh.
One of those beetles.
You always hate to see that happen.
Alright, Justin's going into Fort Knox. So for those who don't know, this is one of the few levels in the randomizer that actually haven't been affected simply because it is required, you need to have the Tanuki suit or a leaf in order to finish the level.
That's right, so you have that guaranteed location where one is located in this level, so you can be guaranteed to get through this level. And it's always a Snooki suit in that box at the bottom there.
Going for the end card.
And we have a star. We have a 1-up. No match. A star. A star. Now, that does not mean that we have a star. Oh, there's the other 1-up. So he knows where those are when he comes back. Let's see what that star represented today. If he checks the item screen, he does not. He's off to the pyramid. And that is a vanilla 2 pyramid stage at the end before that castle in World 2. And Fred is fighting the Treasure Trove Boom Boom.
Little bit of swag with the statue.
Yep, always loving a little swag. And Justin gets through the end of the pyramid stage. Those Buzzy Beetles are another thing, by the way, that cannot be randomized in the game. Otherwise, you might be coming through without a leaf, and you have to be able to get through those blocks. So the Buzzy Beetles are still generated in that stage.
Honestly, even with a leaf, I don't know if you'd be able to get through all of that.
I think you can. I think when I was a lot younger, I did try to do it without using the Buzzy Beetles. So it is possible to do that, I believe. So we're in one of the water stages from World 3, which is ironic because we already left World 3.
Yep, I believe that was 3-2.
You're correct, it was. And they got a card at the end. Now you're going to notice that Fred made a point of not matching up the cards at the end of the stage there. You're going to find the runners often will not do that. The reason is because it takes longer to go through the animation involved in the fireworks that would go off with the triple of the same card. So it takes a little longer to get the 1-ups that way and wait for the animation to show it rather than just entering the stage and getting that 1-up.
That said, in a randomizer setting, and especially early on, it's usually not that bad of an idea because what time you lose from the animation, you can make up for in extra lives.
That's true. If it's a very difficult start, you may want to get those 1-ups just to help you get through and not risk a game over somewhere where you have to go back and redo some stages. So it is kind of a catch-22. That was a 4 bot, by the way, on Iggy, I believe, or Larry, whichever one that was.
I believe that was Larry. Ooh, and Fred gets a hammer suit from that Hammer Brother.
I said Larry because Iggy can Super Mario World. I caught myself. Yeah, it is Larry.
Wise advice from our king.
Yeah, keep your friends close, but your Goombas closer. Thank you, Wise King. Thank you. And the princess telling jokes.
Ooh, that was a pretty good fight right there.
That is actually where 9 and 10 vanilla are in World 6. That's a pretty good starting pipe. Now the question is, can we get through that lock without difficulty? Can we find a hammer?
They haven't found a hammer just yet.
Okay, so they still have to kill this castle. I guess it's this castle to clear that.
Now the question is, though, is there going to be a bridge or something along those lines after this lock?
Only one way to find out, and that's go beyond the lock. So we're gonna do that right. Oh, that was the bridge back there. We have to find another castle. Oh, not so fast. You're not getting through this one quickly.
So they're gonna have to wait. Oh, I see what they're gonna have to. They're gonna have a long way to go around this world.
They have to pick which way they want to approach from. We can see different levels from each runner depending on what they decide to do. There's a coin ship, by the way, up by level 2.
Oh, interesting. So Justin's going through this level, not... Okay, there we go. I think he realized the castle, or the fort up there, by the time he hit that level.
Yeah, I guess he just completely overlooked it.
Ooh.
That's why he went back and he was confused because he didn't see the castle. And this is the World 8 castle. Ooh.
They're entering the same.
So it's worth knowing, because of the confusion that Justin was going through there trying to find the castle, that gave Fred a chance to catch up there, so he's not very far behind him. Oh, but he took a death.
Ooh, that's unfortunate.
And Fred is back where he was.
Meanwhile, Justin's taking care of Boom Boom. Those little disco waffles are definitely making things a little bit tricky.
Mm-hmm. They are in this stage in vanilla as well, so that's not any different. But they always make you they can always cause you to have to be more cautious than you want to be on a stage like this.
Right.
Okay, so the doors. Go ahead.
I believe the mushroom was a P-wing in the end card.
Oh, interesting. Mushroom is a P-wing. Did you get a glimpse of what the star was?
That might have been a star.
Oh, interesting. Oh, those Koopa Troopas. That was a vanilla Koopa Troopa, flying paratroopa there.
Yikes.
Not enough for us to yell 4-letter names. Oh, there's the end card game for Fred, so he's gonna get some matching done. Star, star, that's a match. What up, star? No match. Mushroom, mushroom, match. 10 coins and a flower, no match.
Justin currently in, I believe,
oh,
5-5.
The star was a Tanuki suit.
Ooh, okay. That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I saw a Tanuki suit and a P-wing there, so that star had to be the Tanuki suit.
This is shaping up to be one crazy world.
Uh-huh. An auto-scroll coin ship turning off auto-scroll is a lot faster.
Definitely. Ooh, and Justin gets a cloud for his trouble.
It's always fun to be able to float.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so this is vanilla, not necessarily in world, if not position. This is 6-Fort-1.
Yeah, this is definitely castle from World 6, or fort from World 6. You're absolutely correct. So, not in its vanilla position, so this might be enough for Hero 4-letter name in chat if anyone wants to do that.
And Justin, thankfully, finding a star near the end of the second room so he can quick kill Boom Boom.
We have a leaf in the start of what is normally Starman Run. You can grab a Starman and keep finding strategically placed ones from blocks throughout the level as long as you're still invincible. He just takes the leaf and continues on his way.
I believe Justin has everything set. I think he's got what he needs to get done in order to get to the next world, so...
I believe so. All 3 forts are done, so you should be able to get through.
Lots of stars coming from the Hammer Brothers in this seed.
The question is, why didn't they use them?
Question. Okay, so Justin's currently running through the World 1 airship.
Very speedy affair, and he's already in the pipe, and 9 seconds in. Hi, Lemmy! Bye, Lemmy!
Nice fire kill. Ooh, Fred managing to Just get the star in time to avoid getting hit by that disco waffle. And manages to score the kill as well.
Gets the quick kill on the upside down orb.
Orb.
Bro?
Would you like to buy a hammer? Where can I pay?
I'd buy that for a coin.
Fred dodging all the dirty talk.
Oh, that was rude.
Very rude. Thankfully, he's able to recover his fire flower. And nearly Kobe'd into that pit, too.
It's like the randomizer knows, isn't it?
Almost.
Flower. Flower, that's a match. 20 coins. Star, no match. Star. Star, that's a Suzuki suit for him. 10 coins and a mushroom, no match.
Ooh, he gets the hammer.
Oh, Flower is a hammer. This card game today.
That'll be pretty helpful.
So I just want to review what the card game gives you very quickly here. If you match a star, you get a Tanuki suit. If you match the flower, you get a hammer. If you match the mushroom, I think it was a, did you say it was a Hammer Brothers suit?
I think it was a P-Wing.
Oh, P-Wing, sorry, a P-Wing. So there you go, 3 really nice items from the card game today, just for the regular items.
Thankfully, it looks like they don't actually have to go through tower itself in order to get to the sky.
That is good news.
Excuse me, one moment.
No problem. So while he handles that, we are moving into... just trying to remember offhand which stage. I think this is a beta stage. I don't recognize it. Yeah, this is a beta stage that Justin Man is in right now. I think it's meant to be based on 3.9 or maybe another version of 5.3. Could be either of those because it goes as the backwards left thing as well. So it's one of those.
Okay, I'm back.
Booper Nanny being a bit of a pain here. Welcome back, by the way. And Fred is playing cards and failing at cards. He is now on the beta stage.
Justin
and
using
hello.
a P-Wing. Justin using
and
a
hello,
P-Wing to get
airship.
through World 7.
Yep. World 7 airship.
Not a bad airship to use a P-Wing on either.
Now this is a really more technical airship in terms of the jumping. You have to go on those springs. Save a lot of time just flying across.
Yeah. Ooh, and
Oh,
just
doesn't get the
unfortunate-
wand in the air. No.
Thankfully, he doesn't end up picking it up as it's falling, however, so he doesn't end up losing time from that.
And the king's wise words are, "Thank you for flying Koopa airships. We know you have a choice in ships and appreciate your business." Oh, the princess knows Kung Fu.
Oh, and Fred
Oh,
flips
what
off
a
the
bad
edge.
death. What a bad death to take. Oh, that is not good.
I never did like those platforms.
Yeah, I never did either.
And Fred smartly using a P-Wing as well.
Yeah, but it cost him an attempt before he decided it was a good idea.
Yeah.
They are readily available in this through the card game, so it's definitely not a bad play to use one right away because they are readily available. Oh, he lost the P-Wing right away there, but it doesn't matter. We're in the boss area now.
So that was a three-hit for boy.
Yep. That was a mushroom match, a 10-coin match, a flower match, and 20-coin match. We don't know what the 10 and 20 coins are yet. He's looking. We see a mushroom in there and a flower. So the mushroom and the flower are under the coins.
Well, it's a good thing that they found a couple hammers. They could skip this, and he
ends
up
up
getting a hammer. Oh, it's always nice when that happens, when you could get that.
Also, notice the quicksand stage has replaced the pyramid, so...
and there's another hammer.
Oh, very nice. I was saying the quicksand stage is in the place where the pyramid is, so the pyramid clearly got swallowed up there.
Ooh, and it's a beta stage with the boss bass at the top.
Ooh, that sounds tasty. But because the boss bass was not killed at the top, that means it will not generate down here at the bottom. If it was killed and he went down the pipe, it would generate down here. You have to deal with it.
That beta stage seems to be a favorite for boss bass.
Yeah, it seems to be there a lot, which does make sense. There's no water there. Oh, hey, World 4 airship. This is the one that takes the longest to go through if you don't have auto scroll going,
right?
Because this one goes very, very slow compared to any other airship in the game.
If I remember correctly, I believe it takes the same amount of time to get through this one as it takes to get through World 7. It's just that because the World 4 goes so slowly, that that's why it takes so much longer.
It seems to take so much longer, yeah.
Because World 7 is the longest game.
Yeah, but it just seems so painfully slow, and by the time you realize, oh, I can do something, you're kind of like, oh, darn, now I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently, this king is playing checkers.
Fred wisely going after a couple Hammer Brothers, and I'm sure he will be very happy to see what he gets for him.
Nice pair of Sludge Brothers spot there. That was very nicely done.
Justin's in yet another beta stage.
Oh! Fred did not do the other Hammer Brother. He must feel he's behind and doesn't want to waste any more time there, so he didn't get the last hammer there. He might feel he's good having the ones for the card game. And he loses his mushroom on a trail of flame there. He did that a little bit slowly, so he decided to wait out the cycle. Gonna get the mushroom from the end here. He's gonna go into Morton. He's gonna get one hit, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a weakling."
Sure.
Welcome to Pipe Maze, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so he managed to find the island he needs to get to. However, he needs to backtrack and find whichever fort will unlock the bridge for him. Because the hammers are good for a lot of things. They can break rocks, they can break locks and succeed. However, they can't build bridges.
You would think they would, because you have to have some kind of a hammer or fancy tool to construct a bridge. You think it would work.
True, but at the same time, you'd also need more material, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess you have to get the materials from, destroying a fort and using those materials.
Right.
Then how do you build it? No question, Nintendo logic, I guess.
Yep. Now the big thing is going to be which of these multiple pipes lead to the correct area.
Brett is doing Vanilla 4-2 in wherever that stage was located. I don't know if we saw, offhand, if we saw Justin in there yet.
That wasn't 4-2. That was actually a beta stage.
Was that a beta? It looked like 4-2 to me.
Yeah, it was a, yeah, that was one of the beta stages. I believe it's supposed to be like 3-2, but with World 6 physics.
Maybe.
Alright, Justin managing to take down Boom Boom. Question is that the right Boom Boom?
To kill the right Boom Boom. Oh, look, 7-4.
This is definitely a stage that got a lot easier with auto-scrolling.
Oh, very much. That blooper, or not the blooper, but the jellyfish field that we're in right now, you don't have to feel rushed through this. You can just take your time, or just rush through it and lose both your power-ups like Fred just did. And then lose another one.
Oh, at least he managed to get through it.
Yeah, he made it.
Justin, here at the Piranha level?
Justin Starmans his way through and gets a star for his efforts. Well, that was not really any gain. Wrong island, moving on.
Oh, it looks like so it looks like he does have to actually finish this. So,
Boss Bass.
Boss Bass and 8-2. Oh boy. So yeah, he couldn't afford to try for the Sand of Shame.
No, there was absolutely none.
Ooh, and he makes the jump.
Success.
Oh, and it's 7-4-2 that he has to beat. That's disappointing.
Yeah, this is not a fort you want to see. I can almost see Fred backing out of this crap in a P-Wing and just flying over this mess.
Okay, thankfully those piranha plants were a bit synced up.
Yeah, that worked out well. Sometimes you can come to that location and be like, okay, can I come through now, please? I need in. Let me in.
I've had times in practice where I've timed out because of the fact that they wouldn't, they were so desynced that like as soon as one would go down, the other would come up.
Bowser's greatest minions. Did you see that boo on Justin's side just really blocking that path?
That was a bit heartless.
There was a flame there too. Hot butt.
Right. Alright, so Justin, I believe, has the pathway on how to get back.
Yeah, that was his bridge right there, I believe. Fred, meanwhile, is exploring all of Pipeland, and he has found the fort.
Justin wisely using his cloud to skip that level in order to just get straight into Piranha Stage. And did you see that? It looked like he managed to clip the bottom of the pipe.
I didn't catch that in time. I looked away at Fred for a second when he did that.
It almost looked like a wall clip jump from 6-9, but with the area right below the top portion of the pipe, it looked like it was right under that he managed to catch it and jump.
Very interesting. And Fred is now through to the castle. He now is going to, am I going to get back out into the wing? No, he might be doing this the normal way. Nope, he did that. Now he'll use a wing.
And it looks like Ludwig was another 5-hitter.
I'm proud of those kids. They, I tell you, they prepared for this. They beefed up their strength.
Now, another thing I'm noticing is, I don't think we saw anyone so far with the Earthquake ability. And because
Yeah, I agree.
And because there's only one Koopa left, that means that Lemmy had to have been one of the two that was set up for that.
I know that we had a one-hitter as well in Morton. Did he get the chance to jump on either screen?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I think so. So Morton might have been one of the others. Might have been one of them. And I think it was a fairly flat area for his, too, so it's hard to tell. Alright, Justin is currently in the Navy.
We will spare you the songs. And Fred gets his bridge building orb. Justin, meanwhile, gets the Navy orb. That was not a bridge, so he can't hammer through that lock. He has to use the castle.
And it looks like he's gonna have to go through 7-5.
Ew. That's all I have to say. Ew.
Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's a boss pass.
You gotta get the Creeper shoe if you have the opportunity. Come on. Disappointed he didn't go for the Creeper shoe. Oh, look, Angry Sun.
Ooh, but Fred manages to dodge it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it came into effect too late in the stage to be of any use to Bowser's ambitions.
You know,
another Creeper shoe.
It makes me wonder, how much does Bowser pay the literal sun to do his villainy for him?
Probably does it for $1.
Probably.
Or a coin.
You get permanent daytime status.
Yeah, it never seems dark in the Mushroom Kingdom, does it?
Not until you hit World 8.
That's Dark World.
Looks like Justin's managing to get through 7-5.
Yep.
And thankfully, no little secret prizes at the end of the level.
And Fred is working on the 5-hitter. And that's another beefed up Koopa down.
Justin gets a P-Wing for taking care of that Hammer Brother. And here is... This is 4-2, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is 4-2. I mislabeled it earlier, my mistake.
Ooh, and Cheep Cheep to the face takes away his Nuki suit.
I always hate those Cheep Cheeps. I always hate them.
Hey, at least they earn their name, because their hitboxes really are cheap.
Yeah, they are cheap.
Oh, I didn't even notice. King apparently was watching The Wizard of Oz before we saved him in World 6.
Oh, look at that. Fire snake in the ice.
Oof.
Fire and ice.
What is this, a George R.R. Martin book?
Maybe.
Alright, Justin manages to clear through it.
Fred is now in the Navy. And hello, Castle. Hello, Water Fort.
Justin managed to dodge the carpet pretty easily.
Fred's at this point about 2.5 stages behind, if I'm doing my math right on that. He's in 7-5, vanilla 7-5 right now.
I believe so.
And Justin plays cards. Mushroom 10 coins, no match. Star 10 coins, no match. I think he's done playing cards.
Yeah, I think he only did it because it was in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, and trying to cheese his way closer, but it looks like he's gonna have to actually go through a couple levels.
No cheese for you. Oh, hi, son.
Oh, it's 6-9.
Ew.
And he's not gonna try for the wall clip, it looks like.
This stage brought to you by Ew.
I'm actually a little surprised he isn't taking a death just to P-Wing over it. Well, he managed to clear through it, so.
Maybe he wants to save the P-Wing for something more annoying.
Maybe. Now that I think about it, we haven't seen 7-1 or 7-6 yet.
We have not. Going for the raccoon, Starman. I was gonna say, he didn't use the scroll, the ability to scroll. You can actually glitch through Hammer Brothers on map transition like that, and scroll through them. He didn't do that. He just waited for the item there, and
well, he got a P-Wing, so not too bad of an item.
It's a good item, but yeah, I was surprised he didn't. Since he was done playing the card game, I'm surprised he didn't just continue on, since he's one world away from Dark World anyway.
True. Managing to clear through the World 6 airship pretty easily.
It helps when you can fly.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Lemmy and maybe our one-hitter Morton might have been our
I guess so.
heavy hitters. Yeah, they must have been.
Oh, and Fred takes a death on that. I believe that's 6-3? Or maybe that's 6. I don't remember. The World 6 ones are always harder for me to keep track of.
This is 6-2. This is 6-2.
Okay.
A wild Tanuki appears. Command? Oh, block. You're rude.
Ooh. And Peach got slimed.
Yeah, so much for flying.
Yep. And flying's overrated.
We didn't need to fly anyway. We need fire instead. Ah, we don't need fire. We can live without it.
Who needs mushrooms? Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah, don't do drugs. He was that close to laying on a hot foot. If those were reversed, he might have landed on a hot foot.
Ooh, and he managed to barely dodge the dry bones right there, too.
Fred, meanwhile, is going swimming. As Justin gets another orb. And we are in Dark World, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that. So this is level, or World 8. And Justin is trying to find the path to Bowser right now. He has 3 hammers just in case he needs to bust a lock somewhere. That'll be useful. But he still has to clear a fort to build a bridge, which is right there. So hopefully this is it.
Hopefully. The interesting thing to note, too, is he needs to build 2 bridges, in fact. So let's really hope that this is actually one of the requirements.
And it's actually the flying level. This is kind of like a little bit of French vanilla here.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. We actually... No, never mind. This is required to build one of the 2, because the one that he just took care of was... it was one of the ones with the boom boom, and there are only 3 in this... No, wait. Super Tank.
No,
Navy,
all four. Yeah, one of them has the one that's normally in that first tank spot. That was the first bridge, by the way. One that's normally in the first tank spot. That one normally has a Hammer Brothers. So you are right. It is 3 with the boom boom plus the fort.
Right. I was thinking there was only 3 total. So with him taking out the first, he'd have to do the Air Force. But all right. So it looks like I was wrong, but it looks like it didn't matter. So. Currently going through the tail end of 1-6.
Going for a casual ride on the platform.
And Fred handling the rest of 6-9 pretty well.
Fire snakes were in 1/6 today. That's a little unnatural location for them. Hi, Pipe.
And it looks like Justin's just going to hedge his bets and take care of them all now, as opposed to just checking them one at a time.
Makes sense. So we're in door 6 for it. The reason we call it door 6 for it is because, well, you want to use door 6.
Right. There is a technique to use the third door. However, it is a one-frame trick, and if you don't get it exactly right, then it loses, I believe it's like 15, 20 seconds. There we go, and Justin's going into the castle now.
So Justin, the bridge builder, has built bridges, as Fred is bopping our final Koopa Kid.
Oh, and he loses hammer suit.
Ooh, goodbye, hammer suit. There will be no hammer feast for Bowser's teeth today.
Well, I can't. As a Mario runner, I have to say I'm disappointed. As a general human being, I have to say I'm kind of happy about that, because could you think about how much your dental bills are nowadays? Imagine that for Bowser, taking 5 hammers straight to the jaw.
Yeah, he would probably not eat for a while.
Yeah. We'd have good insurance.
Speaking of the aforementioned turtle...
So for those of you...
Go ahead.
So for those of you who don't know, Bowser's hitbox, like his ego, is all in his head. So hopefully Justin will actually show this, but yeah, if Bowser lands on him, as long as he doesn't jump up and touch his head, like you can see here, then he's perfectly safe. The only thing is, depending on the situation, he might still get hit by a fireball as it's getting launched, but he's pretty much in the clear now.
Yeah, he's good at this point, so as long as he can jump out of the way, which he did. So unless he somehow goes back and falls down that pit, which would be a very tragic thing to have happen. And I have seen runners fall down that pit before.
Right.
That would otherwise be the end of the seed, and we're going to just make sure he knows how to push up on a door as it opens, and he succeeds in doing so. We cannot confirm. Go ahead.
Everyone get your GGs out for Justin Man, who is finished with an SRL time of 42 minutes, 24 seconds in first place.
Yep, we're about to do the same thing there. So, yeah, get your GGs in chat there, and we will see if he wants to come talk about it. Or, wait a minute, I forget, this is the 2 out of 3, isn't it?
Oh,
no, this is a,
this
two
is
races.
just a...
Never mind. I'm getting my format mixed up. Sorry, this is a single race. Yeah, we'll see if he wants to come chat about it.
And Fred finding out the sad news that he'll need to build 2 bridges.
Justin will be joining us here, by the way.
I have to say, I feel like the Air Force is one of those that got a little bit harder without the auto-scrolling. Just because now you're jumping off into the unknown, as opposed to it kind of helps guide you a bit.
I like to think of it a different way. You know that there's going to be a jump there. You have to jump across, so you just make the jump and you know you're going to have something to land on. In the way that the speed that this stage originally scrolled, ouch by the way, the speed that the stage originally scrolled, you would have had to go so fast that it's actually easier to take your time and actually make those jumps when you're ready to now, rather than having to do it at an insane lightning speed that you might otherwise have a hard time at. Fred working through the vanilla level 2 for it. I don't think we saw the level 1 for it today, did we?
I think so.
level 2 fart with the up-down spikes.
Alright, and joining us now is justinman114.
GG.
Thank you. How's Fred doing?
Yeah, he still has to build a bridge. How did you feel about that seed today?
It was much less trolly than the last one me and Fred raced the other day. So, yeah, I don't know. I felt like I played pretty well. I don't even know. I think I had a death or two, but I think they were intentional. I don't remember if I died unintentionally. It was pretty well for how I normally play. So, I think the worst part of the whole race for me was losing the hammer suit there at the end. I was kind of mad about that, but can't really complain about too much.
Fred is trying to fly across Vanilla 16 right now.
Oh, no,
He
no,
didn't
no,
make
no.
it. Did not make it. Did not make it. He launched and had the and got the jump early, and then decided to go and try for it instead of playing it safe, and he paid the price.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that as soon as I realized how much of his time he used with his P-speed before jumping, I knew he was probably not going to make that.
Yeah, as soon as he jumped with the P-speed, that starts the time that you can use your flying, and once you start that time, that's the maximum time you get. So if you stop for 3 seconds and don't use it, you can go fly for 2 seconds, and then you're going to plummet. So it will count off, I think, something like 5 seconds, then you're back falling to the ground again.
Right. As soon as I saw that he whiffed the platform too, I knew he was doomed on that one. But I think he's good now.
Yep, he got the stage completed now. On his way back, he's going to ignore that tank down there, and he should be fine.
There we go.
We have a bridge.
I didn't even check that pipe.
Oh,
I just
and
did
Fred's
that level.
going...
Nice.
Ooh, and Fred's going frog strats.
We're getting swaggy here, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, how did that not hit him?
He is taking risks here. Ooh, this is going to be risky. This is going to be risky. He's doing it. He's over it. He's just swagging this for you, everyone. This is total swag. That would be a fun challenge to say you have to win the race like this.
I mean, we could have a frog % tournament.
Well, the thing is, we'd have to guarantee more frog suits to make it so that you pretty much have to do this. He
Well,
lost
actually-
it. He's gonna do it.
Well, actually, there is a... ooh, and he takes a death. There is actually a setting in the randomizer where you can make yourself permanent status of a certain power-up.
Yep.
And one of the options is the frog suit.
You
Yeah.
will
It alters
you
a
will
few of the
croak.
levels, so they're beatable because there's certain ones that you can't.
Yes,
Generally
there is an
beat.
option to make things frog-friendly to where those levels can be beaten. Like, for example, 741, they actually have it to where, like, the pipe to jump up is extremely lower to the ground, to where you can actually hit it from ground, frog.
Interesting.
I remember Human Mustard, like, talking about it, and then when the update came around and it gave that, I know that he was practicing a fair amount with that, so...
Fred lost his second frog suit, and he's just going to continue on now. Oh, and his Ultra Grip Plumber's Boots came in handy there. Almost lost the jump.
Alright, doing pretty good to dodge the fireballs.
Yep, he dodged him. He is now on Hi, Bowser.
So Bowser manages to get away with this with his teeth intact for the night.
Yep, he doesn't have to have a big dental bill. And a swag jump just because. And a not swag jump because he got hit.
There we go.
And Fred should momentarily be joining us in the princess's prison. And we'll see if he wants to come chat about the scene as well. So Fred clocks in as he pushes up and gets an official SRL time in second place of 50 minutes and 3 seconds. Get your GGs in chat. So while we're waiting for Fred, I'm just going to load up the schedule here and see what else is coming on in this tournament. The next race in this tournament is February 27th, tomorrow. That is at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. That'll be between Negu is Adorable and Justin Man, who's with us right now in this race. So those two will be racing tomorrow. I don't think the channel's been decided for that quite yet. And just refreshing the schedule quickly, that is still the case. And then also tomorrow night, we have a couple other races going on. Nickname Nick versus Antlers at 8 o'clock. Sabotender, I know him to be a very good link to the pass runner, actually, randomizer. So Sabotender and Sharky2107 at 9 o'clock. And then Nickname Nick and Antlers, the second of their games at 9:30. So those are also all tomorrow. Stay tuned for those tomorrow on the schedule. Those channels not to be decided. Not yet decided. Check your local listings. Apparently Fred hasn't gotten an invite yet, so there it is. Should be coming in shortly. And there he is. He's with us. GG, Fred.
Thank you. Good game, sir.
GG, sir.
Tried to put up a fight, best of a fight as I could there, but you've significantly proven yourself to be by far the better competitor here.
Yeah, I had a pretty good run. I can't really complain about much, so pretty much everything went as well as I could have hoped for, I guess. Outside of a few, a few minor wrong turns probably, but.
And what if I told you about taking that left turn at Albuquerque?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that.
When I was in World 6, I was really confused. I looked around for the fort, the fort for a while. I'm like, where is the fort? I can't, and it was up at the top or whatever. I just wasn't looking up there.
Yeah, so it was just ended up being where level 4 normally is, or the pipe, one of those two, and I was just oh geez, as I was looking around, I was like, I can't find it at first.
Yeah, the level 4 one, I assume, I was like, is there a part of the map I just can't see from either of these locales? And then
the second longest map in the game
here, and I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it was. I mean, I guess it wasn't too bad overall, World 6, but it was just I probably spent more time there than I should have.
There were a couple of incredibly fast levels, and then there were a couple of incredibly long levels there. But definitely a good match. Glad to have got really good play here in the tournament here. So I think this officially gets you to brackets now. So congratulations.
Does it? Oh, excellent.
I believe so, because I think it gives you 5, and I don't think any of us could tie. I think we actually would have had to, both of us, beat you, myself and Magoo, in order to force a play in. So you have successfully managed to make it to the next round. You have proven your value as a Zelda, not Zelda, wrong one, Mario 3 randomizer player. I can't talk tonight.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's cool. I expect not to do very well in the brackets, but it should be fun, at least.
You'll surprise yourself.
Is it best 2 or 3 right in the brackets?
That's a good question.
So.
I think it is, and actually the tourney bracket seeds are kind of cool. I kind of like. I mean, not seeds, flags.
Yeah,
are pretty cool. So,
I personally like seeing the lack of. So I think that's one of those ones that really, brings a lot more of the play into play, and it should be a fun one.
Yeah. Yeah, we got, I don't know about you, but I got a lot of hammers on this seed that I just didn't.
Oh, they were in the card game.
It was 1. Yeah, there were 2 in the card game, but then I got a bunch more, too. I was like, I shouldn't have even done the card game.
Yeah,
I think I used 1, the whole... I mean, you can't use them on... I don't know.
Yeah, you can't use them on the bridges. There were I believe, 2 in the in the desert world for the Hammer Brothers, and then I think there was one in World 6, I think.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't remember exactly where they were. I just remember I was towards the end there. I was like, okay, my only shot of beating Justin was going to basically be to get by you and you know, hope that I was lucky that I didn't do some stuff. So I was skipping a lot of Hammer Brothers stuff. I did the card game once I figured out there were hammers there. I kept making the plays there just in case, but I decided to try taking the risk there, and that didn't pay out tonight, but made it as close as I could.
I think the flower ended up being the hammer.
It was the flower, yes.
Yeah.
I figured that out.
Yes, we reviewed that earlier. I think the Starman was the Tanuki suit, and the P-wing was under the mushroom.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wasn't sure exactly what that one was. The only one I paid attention to was the hammer at that point, or cloud, and I didn't see any real clouds of value. Once I figured out the hammer was under the flower, that's why I made those desperation plays and actually went hunting, as opposed to just giving up on that.
Right.
Yeah, I got the one, just the one cloud, I think, the whole, and I just used it on a random level, like towards.
Yeah, I think I used it on one that got me to a pipe, so I just used that to try to save a little time.
I just realized that I didn't use hammers when I should have. For some reason, I was thinking they didn't break locks in these flags, but they do indeed break locks, don't they? Yeah. So I think
in these flags they do. In the bracket set they won't.
Yeah, that's what I was. I don't know why I confused myself. So I probably actually. Trying to think, did I have any yet in World 6? If I had a hammer in my inventory in World 6, I could have skipped all that rigmarole. I don't even remember.
I don't think you did.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better then. I can't remember when I actually got the first one. But
yeah, World 1 was early enough that we probably didn't really have them.
Yeah. Well, maybe I didn't actually, because in World 2 there was just the obvious breaking the
break the rock to get through.
Rock,
yeah, that was rock. Yeah, I can't really think of where it was. You would have gotten the card game, would have been your first shot for things, and it all depended on what pattern you got. I should standardize that or something for across seeds, you know, make it so way. Nah, it's more fun this way.
Wow, yeah, I'm glad that didn't affect me, because I completely just thought they didn't break locks in these flags for some reason, so cool.
So Fred, I have a question. I have a question I've been wanting to ask ever since I started seeing the tournament last year. Mm-hmm. When it comes to the randomizer, do you view this thing as like your baby that you've created, or do you feel almost like Dr. Frankenstein and this thing is the monster that has taken you out?
Oh, this thing is a complete monster. I mean, SMB3 is, you know, not a game I am very good at, so it's not like it's something I've been able to use to, you know, grow in the vanilla game or anything like that, although maybe at some point here I'll try doing some vanilla runs just to see what I would have gotten. But, yeah, I mean, this thing is just a complete madness of fun of just shuffling around the levels and the monsters. Once I figured that out, I was really happy about that one, because the level data is ugly as a complete understatement. In terms of how the data is stored internally. So just did what we needed to do on that side of things, and then just been having more fun with it and keep trying to get good ideas to try to continue going on here and create some more madness. So hopefully at some point here we'll get some more fun out here.
Also, I have one final question to ask you regarding the randomizer. When are we going to see randomized Lucky 2 throws / Lucky 2 throwing boss bass at people?
That is certainly something on my radar. Mainly, the main issue would be I might have to potentially move some sprites around in the sprite banks to make that type of stuff work, because there's things, I mean, to make it look pretty. Let me rephrase it that way. You probably could have them throw stuff without much of a problem, have them throw stuff, but then it'll be just completely ugly garbage. But that's definitely something that's on the radar. Yeah, I also have to make sure I don't let him appear in certain levels. I remember one time testing where I could let enemies appear anywhere, and he appeared in the pyramid down low, and when he was throwing items, they would just instantly shoot straight up to the surface. So you had no chance to dodge. If he was under you and he shot one of those up, boom, you took a hit. So there's a little balance I have to do with him if I want to move him around, and that's part of the reason he hasn't really been in other stuff, mainly laziness at this point. But yeah.
I want to throw out a question that was asked in the chat. I think this has been sitting there for a few minutes, and I know he's joking with us, but I'm gonna ask it anyway to get a reaction. Ice Grove in chat asks, when are you going to use the randomizer cheat that he knows you made, Fred?
Oh, you see, if I told you when I was going to use that, I'd have to kill you. So I can't tell you when that's going to use it. And besides, trust me, Justin beat me even when I used it. He didn't tell where I used it, but he beat me even when that happened. See, this guy's good. This guy's good. Follow him, folks out there. Follow him.
And speaking of that, follow both of the runners. They both deserve your follows and adoration and support. So definitely follow both of these runners here today. And with that said, we any final thoughts you guys both have on the seed before we start wrapping up here?
No, best of luck to you, Justin, in the future. Great race today. Good luck in the final race here in brackets, and then kick some butt in the, since you have been one of the ones to beat me, I want to see you go as far as you can. Just that way I can say I lost to the champion.
Yeah,
between you and Amore. One of you two you meet in the final. That'll be perfect for me.
My rematch against her? Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the only reason that I'm not the champion is because the two, I had the two of you in my group.
Fantastic. We'll try to make it happen.
You always want to make sure you lose to the champion, otherwise it doesn't feel good.
Exactly. But thanks a lot, and make sure you guys, everyone out there, follow the our commentator team as well, because without them this would have been nowhere near as entertaining. So definitely, check them out. And again, thank you guys all for watching.
Yeah, and definitely follow Demon's Battle, my co-commentator. I'm Cyclone GU. If you do want to follow me, completely optional. You don't have to, but you're welcome to. And let's go ahead and start wrapping up the show here. I just want to cover some things that are coming on tomorrow. The broadcast cover for today is pretty much done. There's a couple races still on. We're going to end up posting into one of those when we wrap here. But some events coming on tomorrow. There is a Ultimate Decathlon going on. It looks like tomorrow's Ultimate Decathlon is at 2 in the afternoon. That features the Messenger, and it just says Mega Man. I'm going to assume that's the basic NES Mega Man, the first one. So Mega Man 1. There's some Donkey Kong Country 3 going on tomorrow. There's some Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizers just like this. I mentioned those races already. There's a Wind Waker randomizer scheduled. Not sure if that one... Am I looking at today? That's today. I might have today's schedule. Let me rephrase that to tomorrow. Take 2. Ultimate Decathlon tomorrow is Neo Turf, Master, Minute, and Trackmania. Again, I mentioned the SMB3 Randomizer. There's some Portal 2. There's some Ori and the Blind Forest. There's a Magic the Gathering Arena feature. That's probably going to be on the main channel at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Kirby's Dreamland race is scheduled. A lot of things you can check out. If you're watching our VOD after the fact on YouTube, go to speedgaming.org/schedule. In our live chat, you can type !schedule to get that exact link. And follow our Speed Gaming channel, Speed Gaming and Speed Gaming 2 through 6. And we'll be happy to have you here anytime for a live race. Any last thoughts from you, Demon Badler?
Just excited to see what's coming up in the next few rounds, and I'm gonna be excited to watch the bracket stage when it starts kicking off. So
yeah, I'll be very interested to see the brackets myself. I think I cut you off. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
But yeah, I'll be interested to see the brackets as well when they come on. Should be soon. I think we're almost at the end of the rounds. It's just the next couple days. There's some more matches.
So,
just take a look at the schedule myself to confirm that here. Yeah, the last matches to see on there are March 2nd. So it looks like the last matches, there's some on tomorrow, there's some on the 28th, and there's some on March 2nd. So Friday's a day off. Saturday seems to be the last races on the schedule. So yeah, just a few more days of races coming up before we get to the brackets, everyone. Make sure to stick with the tournament and keep an eye on those last matches and on the brackets when they come. Should be very exciting as we go down the stretch here. So with that said, let's call it a night here. I want to wish everyone in chat a wonderful afternoon, or wonderful evening, rather. If we couldn't do this without you, you're just as important as anyone else, runner, commentator, whatever else. Thank you for being with us. I'm going to give my co-commentator, Demon's Battler, the final word, but have a great night, everyone, and see you next time.
Have a good night, everybody.